Well, good evening, everyone out there in La La Land, tuned into another Dress Rehearsal Tuesday live from the Duncan Showroom. My name's Longevity John. I'll be your host, and Dr. Ted Cadillac, sometimes called the Reverend Dr. Ted Cadillac, according to Lynn Miles, will in fact be doing the sound, doing the lights, doing the cameras. Yes, we have 5 cameras, but we don't tell anybody where they are. And if we do catch you looking in them, don't worry, we won't turn that one on. And we got a few spies, just a few up there that don't actually work, just to see what happens. It's kind of cool. For those people who are here for the very first time, this is really cool that we had some good audience tonight. Some people are getting up performing. Some from Chemainus in that area, a bit of a country thing I hear. I'm not too sure. They got a full band. What is it? Oh, whatever it is. You're going to like it. It's called Raven. They'll be up in a minute. But just to explain how everything goes here, the people who show up, they sign in. They all pay $5 each. And then what we do is we figure out how the order of the night's going to go. Everyone gets 3 songs. They're all broadcast live, so they get to take home that video and do what they want with it. There's a lot of great programs that allow you to take down and divide it up into the areas that you want. It's great for promotion. And it's also great for you to learn how you're doing, because not only, this is not just for accomplished musicians, it's for people who are getting here for the very first time. Some people are, got maybe 15, maybe 150 hours towards their 10,000 hours, but they're still coming back each week, just trying to be here and give it a try and get that satisfaction and gratification that comes from being on stage and performing for people and having the people in the audience understand it and get it. So it's 3 songs each. We tried, that's about 15 minutes each is max. One of the things that happens is, depending as the night goes, more and more people come in. We sometimes are here till 11 o'clock. So those that are here getting on stage, be careful or be gentle with us. We're getting ready for the 39 days of July, where we'll be going every hour doing a change-up to something big, something small, all over the place. It's going to go raw on our nerves, but that's okay. We don't mind doing it. But all we ask is for all performers to bear with us and, be nice, be gentle. Because we fight back, we bite back, we do all sorts of crazy things. I want to thank the Rotary Club, because last night Jeff Downey had convinced me 3 weeks ago that we should go to a barbecue out at Providence Farm that they were having. And when I received my King Charles III coronation medal, I invited him to come to be there to bear witness, along with some other people in my family, to me receiving, because we've got some years in with the program. And so it was kind of neat when he asked me to be there, so I said, sure, I'll be there. And he kept on making sure I was going, I'm going to be there. And he says, does your partner Georgia want to go? I said, well, I'll ask her. Georgia, you should come. It'll be great. I've met the Rotarians. I've talked there. They'll enjoy meeting you, and you'll probably know a bunch of them anyway from work. So we show up, and everything's fine. And I still don't know what award he's going to get. And then I find out partway through the night that he wasn't getting the award. I was getting the award. I don't get tricked easy. But last night, Jeff Downey got me. And it was really nice to be acknowledged by the Rotarians for what we do. And I'll read it during the night. I'll read what it actually says, because it's a really nice way of acknowledging what is being done. And it's not just about the music, it's about the consideration for the community and everything else. And it really does humble you when you receive one of those, because you're not here to do it for that reason, to get the awards. You're just here to make sure it all happens all the time. So to that avail, thank you very much for those people clapping for me right now. Now, there is a little thing, as I do go by the moniker Longevity John, but after having received that King Charles III, there's been talk about changing it to Longevity John. I'm all for it, but, not everyone's on board yet. Anyway, Raymond's going to get up first. They got 3 songs. Let's get them to the stage. The best way to help each person who's getting on stage is make them feel comfortable and welcome. So give it up for them, please. The Raven, come on to the stage.
Hey everybody, very nice to be here for the first time. I have not been in Duncan Showroom before. It's a very funky place. I like it because, as a musician, this is dead, and it doesn't go ringy and bounce off the walls and all that. So, thanks for the acoustic treatment, Ted and John.
Just a quick word about us. I had put an ad in a music thing. I was looking for some people to play with, and Gord answered the ad. And well, it's about a year, 2 years ago now, maybe. I don't know. Been a while. Seems like forever. But anyhow, and then he introduced me to Ted at another music thing, and we've been just sort of hanging out playing music, and this is what we do. I'll give you a sample here tonight.
Our first song is it's an old traditional song called Darling Cory. Wake up, darling Cory, tell me why do you sleep so sound? Revenue officers are coming, burn, you still let us down. Hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. You wanna lay darling Cory down. Well, the first time I saw darling Cory, she was standing in the door. Had her shoes and her stockings in her hand, her little bare feet on the floor. Well, next time I saw darling Cory, standing on the banks of the sea. She had a 44 strapped to her body and a banjo on her knee. Dig a hole in the meadow. Dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. You wanna lay darling Cory down. Last time I saw darling Cory, she had a wine glass in her hand. She was drinking that sweet liquor with a low-down gambling man. Well, dig a hole in the meadow. You dig a hole in this cold, cold ground. Dig a hole in the meadow. You can lay darling Cory down. Don't you hear the bluebirds singing? Can't you hear that lonesome sound? Reaching Cory's funeral in that low down ground. Wake up, darling Cory, oh, please go get my gun. I ain't no man for trouble. I a hole in the meadow. You dig a hole in the cold, cold ground. You dig a hole in the meadow. You're gonna lay little Cory down. Thank you. That was almost as we rehearsed it.
Best is yet to come.
This is a song that I wrote in about 1972, so you can do the math. Some folks know that I'm not doing very well at making money writing songs. But this one I did pretty well. We recorded it in 72 or 73. I took it up north where I was working. It got to number 7 on the country charts in Eaglesham, Alberta. It's played at least 100 times. And I made $7.
That's more than I made.
It's about an old caribou cowboy by the name of Billy Fry. Boy, this is really sensitive. Got in around the sundown time. Just came in from Alexis Creek. Stopped here to get a little sleep. Saw old Stead standing at the bar. So many roads that I've been wandering down. So many friends that I've left behind. Time I headed back through the hills and Billy Fry. Yeah, I'm always coming down sundown time. Hey, old Stead I haven't seen for a while. Sure is good to see you smile. Sit down and have a drink with me. We can talk about the days gone by, the open plain, the midnight sky, about the times when you were riding with me. So many roads that I've been wandering down. So many friends that I've left behind. Time I headed back to those hills and Billy Fry. Yeah, I'm always coming down sundown time. If you seen old Billy Fry, you think about him and I wonder why. It's taken me so long to get back to those hills. talk about the days gone by, the open plain, the midnight sky, about the times when you were riding with me. So many roads now that I've been wandering down, so many friends I've left behind. Time I headed back to those hills, Billy fried. Yeah, I'm always coming down sundown time. Yeah, I'm always coming down sundown time. Thank you.
Ed Richard. Next one's a tune written by Cal Riendo. He's got a million of them, but we only get to do 3, so this is one of them.
Well, I've been in one lighthouse in my life, and I've never witnessed a shipwreck in my life. But somehow it came into my little scattered brain, and here it is. One, two, three, four. Have you seen the lighthouse at the rock outside the bay? Were you there when the Lady May went down that fateful day? All the cries of the sailors still echo in my brain, and I curse the day that I heard their last refrain. The Lady May was toasted, it's a boat for all to see. Cheers, and the pride of this chipping captain, whereas it's meant to be. Well, got the words right here, just let me get the words.
Good thing he wrote it.
We get to do 3.5 songs? Maybe.
Some of this, I spit these damn things out so fast that I can never remember the words, and half the time I play them different every time I play them. And it confuses these guys too, because they say, I thought we played that different last time. I said, well,
We did.
we did, but I don't remember what it did last time. Well, Lady May, she was toasted as a boat for all to see. The pride of her crew and captain were as it's meant to be. Her brass it gleamed with polish, and her horn roared out forlorn. She set sail that fateful night just to perish in the storm. Oh, Lady May, she rests beneath the waves. Lady May, oh, Lady May, took many to their graves. Some will sing her praises, and some refuse to say. But many toast all the Lady May. Well, many a heart was broken, and many a love was torn. Many a boat was launched that night at the sounding of the horn, and most were swept asunder as the night seas took them down. And many a pine's been toasted to the poor folks of the town. Old Lady May, she rests beneath the waves. Old Lady May took many to their graves. Some will sing her praises, oh, some refuse to say. But many a soul who lost that love will curse the Lady May. Thank you.
Thank you.
So you guys get together regularly, right? So what I'm thinking is, why don't we sometime look in September, either in August or September, and do an evening with you guys? You know, you got some company. This fan base will make sure there's people out. I know there will. You know, but it's a nice way to come in, and everyone has a good time. And I really enjoyed what they did, and I think there'll be a lot of other people that would too. So, give them a goal to go for. You were saying you're from Alberta. I got Connie Calder's coming back. That Alberta, Saskatchewan gal. She's coming back in September 17th and 18th, 2 days in a row. What a family, what a gal, what a singer. Just for the comedic relief, come see her. And then I heard that, for the 39 days of July this year, the website's up now, as of today. I just saw it. And so is the books. All the programs will be out tomorrow. They'll be arriving tomorrow. So I know what I'm doing for the next 2 or 3 days. Handing out as many as I can. If anybody who's out watching tonight, and if you like that festival, there'll be bunches of programs out front of the showroom. If you want to grab a bundle of 50 and take them, make sure they get distributed to areas where you go, where you don't think there's getting enough of them there, please feel free to do so. That's how we'll get them out there. We've got 20,000, and we don't worry if we run out. That's just a good sign, I would reckon. Anybody's going up to Nanaimo or down to Victoria, certain areas, and they'd like to drop them off, we'd sure appreciate that. Jane Sivery's going to be here at the 39 Days of July. She so likes it here. As a matter of fact, if you're ever perusing through the back into the next room, you'll see 2 songs written on the wall, on paper that is now mounted on the wall through framing and all that. And they're both from her. She sat in the green room here last time. She was 2 times ago. And she hand wrote them out and then signed them and then dedicated them to us. So I made sure I got them framed. And we've developed a really good friendship. She likes the way we approach things, and so do I, and I like what she does. And we both believe in honesty, and if you don't, here's a little interesting story. There was I got time. About 4 years ago, we have our donation box right at the end of the table where the sound booth is. People go, were you worried? No, never worried. Someone will, no one will ever take it. Well, some guy did, and it had close to $1,000 in it. But within an hour, I said about 700. So within an hour and a half, we had $700 back again that people donated just to cover it. So that was wonderful. But the story didn't end there. The street people that were there that night knew, they saw who it was. As we saw him go. I know who it is. I'll see if we can track him down. We weren't able to track him down, but there's a guy that comes here sometimes, and he hangs out in our little alcove at night, and he sleeps there, and we let him do that. And he's got a heart, he's got a soul, and he's a real, very real person. And he's just been dealt a different card, deck of cards this year, a hand of cards. And that's his life, and that's the way it goes. But he had been, at that time, about 4 or 5 years ago, he was a local boy and all that. And he'd been doing things he said I wasn't very proud of, but I was doing them. And he says, my mom and I used to go to that festival all the time when she was alive, and we'd just sit and listen to music together, and it was something that kind of bonded us. And this is from the old school of born and raised, family in the valley for a generation or two. And so they really enjoyed sharing the music. But as soon as he said, I heard real quickly that guy had stole the money. And he says, and what I was doing at the time, I figured, I sure hope he doesn't show up at my door, because that's the name of the game, right? So he shows up 5 minutes later. He sells him a couple $100 worth of whatever he did. The guy takes off. We were able to get the case back. We still don't know exactly who it is, and I don't know if I really want to know. But the part that always instills hope and faith in me is I always said that I'm not going to give up on the world because of him. Right? That's one person that messed up, not everybody. I'm never going to lose my hope and my trust with other people. So we're sitting here, we're talking, and this guy says, yeah, my mom. And that guy, he came and he got something off of me, and I felt so bad. I couldn't even sleep that night, so the next day I went down and I put $200 bills in the bin. And I'm going to cry again. Both Ted and I remember that day. And it gave us both so much hope. And so all I'm saying is, those people on the street, give some of them a chance. Sometimes they come and they play piano and you find out that they're very learned people. They just got dealt the wrong deck of cards, right? The wrong hand of cards or something. So that's my little story. Hey? Sorry. No, not sorry. I'm glad I got to say it. Michelle's been coming here quite a few times. As a matter of fact, because of that, at the 39 Days of July this year, we have a bunch of new things we're doing, and one of them is dress rehearsal alumni. And this is people who've been coming here for 2, 3, 4 years that we see coming and they're progressing all the way along and having so much fun doing what they're doing, and they're persistent and they want to grow in music. And that's the only thing. It's sincere, it's from their heart, and I love what they do. Michelle Fretz is one of those people. I found out this is not the only open mic you go to.
It's the best.
I thought we were special, but I see you posting where, I was over here, I was over there. Not a bad place, not too.
In all seriousness, this is always going to be my musical home.
Yeah, it will be. Well, we consider that ourselves. Anyway, she's going to be part of that alumni this year. She's going to have a chance to get up. There'll be 3 per in one set, just so they all have an opportunity to. For having put all that time in, we're going to recognize that and give them that chance to be in front of a stage.
So does the word alumni mean that you're kicking me out?
No, not yet. Not yet, no. I guess I would be, no. Forget it, just do it. Give it up for Michelle Fretz.
All right, so now you've just got little old me. Those 3 guitars and those 3 men sounded brilliant. I really like that. So I wrote this song maybe 3 years ago. My husband at the time was away trucking all the time, and I was lonely. So this is Lonesome Lowdown, Kick Me Around Blues. I rolled over in bed instead of seeing my honey on that dear soft pillow. I found the stack coming. I fell out of bed and landed on my head. So I laced up my shoes and I went down to find some booze. I got the lonesome lowdown, kick me around blues. gutter, so I stopped to pick it up. It had a picture of some weird looking duck. $1's a dollar, and a dime is a dime. And I wish I had a bit of my honey's precious time. I got the lonesome road, don't kick me around. Blues. It comes and it goes, I can feel it between my toes. Feel the tears dripping off the end of my nose. Searching for the light, but there isn't any to spend. In the mirror showing terrible spite. She's got no reason, no, don't kick me around. Blues. Gasping for air, but there isn't any to spare. I see that far off light, but no longer seem to care. My heart's a piece of coal, it's the color of my soul. I'm a creeping and a crawling, but I can't get out of this hole. I got the lonesome road, don't kick me around. Blues. I don't usually know what to say when I feel like I'm making a bunch of guitar mistakes. But I didn't notice, did you?
I thought it was jazz.
Yeah. Why am I here? Why am I here? Wrapped up in your arms. Why am I here? Why am I here? Working with you outside this bar. If you only knew, if you only knew, darling, I'd be through. Those words you meant in your French accent and your masculine scent. It'll be my blood that's spent. I ought to run, I better run before you wanna have too much fun. Your obsidian skin, your beautiful skin, you're gonna lure me in. hands flirting around my skirt. You're gonna make me hurt. God, I hope you don't bury me in this dirt. Oh, those words you meant in a French accent. It'll be my blood that's spent.
Local lovers, you're up next.
All right, thanks.
I like you guys.
We like you too.
So that song was in my mind. I'm thinking of this old rundown bar in downtown Saskatoon.
Which one? Mr. Jack's.
It was on the other side of the river. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. But all the long day, you always do is bicker, we bitch and we fight. From the coffee after breakfast, we find the liquor at last. The faces we wear and the phrases we swear. We make the children cry, and I'm not gonna lie. Taking the kids to mother, then I'm finding another guy. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. But ever since that first kiss, all we do is piss and moan and complain till my heart turns lame. My feelings do the same. Giving up my lies and all the tricks that you tried. I'm tired of all your games. My heart will not be tamed. Taking the kids to mother, then I'm finding my curvy love. I love you in the morning. I love you late at night. It drives me right to step on your toes. Then you're bloody my nose. I'm taking my kids, but not to my mother. I'm gonna bother with finding another lover. I don't wanna mingle. I gotta learn to be single. I gotta learn to be a better mother. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Longevity John and the dear Reverend Dr. Cadillac. Thanks, everyone. I'm Michelle Fretz.
Thank you, Michelle. Wow. Local lovers. Now, I got an idea. Like, I love the name Local Lovers, and I know what you're trying to say. but you're also saying lovers of local. It's the local part that they like. What, you guys leaving? You can't wait and listen to one more group? Come on. They sat and listened to you. Wow. There goes half the audience. Oh, well. Put that on the checklist, Tim. Oh, yeah. Next open mic is August 12th. August 12th. Ooh.
This is the last one until 39 July. So.
Yep. Well, there's only those are hard ones. You only get one song each. Now you're standing, you're sitting, right? That's good because I'm sitting in the stool.
Although I'm not, I wish I was as tall as Michelle.
I'll get you a milk curtain.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Oh, but let's move you over a little bit so that.
We can see that handsome devil in the background.
We'll block him and there we go.
Well, this is kind of neat. These two showed up one night. Had been living in Ladysmith, I guess, or at one point, I don't know where the actual where it all started out, but I know they're living in the Cobble Hill area now. And again, a lot of people say, well, how do I get to play the 39 Days of July? And I know there's a lot of local people out there who would like to play it, but I don't see them all year round. They only want to talk to me when I can give them a paycheck or give them a place to play. And there's all these times where there's some great artists that come through that if a good flautist comes to town, I go to watch because I play the nose flute, right? So it's the kind of way it goes, but I like all sorts of things. I'd like to see what everyone does. But a guitar player, there's a great guy coming up, Pierre. I don't know how to say his last name, Baduzin or something.
Ben Susan.
Yeah, Ben Duzen.
Ben Susan. I think like Susan. Ben Susan. I think.
No, B starts with a B.
Yeah, BenSusan. Ben Susan.
Yeah, that's it. Ben, you got it right.
I think.
Ben Zuzen. Right. Well, he's here on the 25th, 2 days before the festival. And I said, he wanted to play here, and he says, I want to do 2 shows. And I said, well, just a minute. In 2 days, we're going to have a free festival of like 300. Like, why do you think? And I didn't really know who he was until I went online and started realizing the first show is almost sold out at 7:30. There's a few seats left. And then the one at, because he's selling tickets as well on the way he's doing it. And he's playing all these little communities all throughout the Southern Island. And we're very fortunate. He's like one of the world's greatest acoustic jazz players, right? And it's just, he's doing a Victoria Jazz Festival, but he made sure there was no radio clause there. He could go wherever. It's he's playing Shirley. Shirley Community Hall. Well, they're just about sold out. And all the venues he's playing, it's a great opportunity. And I'm so appreciative of him for thinking of doing this and allowing the smaller communities, to have that a chance to see him. Of course, it's a $40 ticket, but that's okay. It's well worth it. You will walk away going, thank you. Anyway, that's just some of the stuff that goes on at the show. So anyway, part of that was I ran into these two here, and it was just one of those things where it made sense, and I liked what they did. So they're going to be performing at the 39 Days of July this year. Yeah. And as a matter of fact, I was looking at the roster, and it looks like the whole night's going to be kind of like that. Who did I say was Todd? Todd? You're up next. How's that? See, I'm remembering to tell people before they get up. Like I didn't tell you guys. That's quick. No sense of having the bubbles in your belly get all nervous and all that. Anyway, they need to have a. Now, are we going by lovers of local or
No.
local lovers?
No, it's going to be local lovers.
Okay.
Thanks, longevity.
I think it's a lot of information, but you give it up. Give it up for them. Make them feel comfortable.
Thank you, guys. All right, so we're local lovers. I mean, you can take your imaginations and run with that. That's what a good band name does, right? But really, the heart of it is we love our local community and we love each other. We're together. So that's part of it. All right, we're going to play some songs we're really excited about from our first little EP album. We've got 3 of them we've been working on, so we're kind of working up our originals. And these ones are all kind of related. So we have Feel 1. The second song is going to be Feel 2. I think you know where I'm going with this. And the third song is going to be Feel 3. All just kind of different, the way we feel about, you know, ourselves, self-reflection, relationships versus nature versus maybe like sexual gravity, the gravity of space. So it all kind of comes into play in these songs. So, and the first one's called Feel 1. kind of a fun one. It's a little bit of a, I wouldn't want to say improvisational. We work really hard to be like tight and play the same way. But this one in particular kind of does have a bit of a flow to it, but that's what makes it fun. But it's pretty similar to how we play it, but if you guys ever hear it again, it might be slightly different. So this is the nature one. My heart's racing right now. We're Local Lovers. There's another chance to see us on June 28th. Check out our Instagram at Local Lovers Band, and you can see where we're at for the 39 Days of July as well. Thank you, everyone.
Well, that was pretty cool. For a duo with a drummer and a guitar, that's pretty not too bad, right? I like what they do. I do. Todd's another one of those people that's going to be one of the alumni. Not that he hasn't. Does alumni mean you have to be finished and you come back? Does it always mean that? No. He's a what? What was the phrase you used?
Dress rehearsal all-stars.
Oh.
Stress rehearsal.
Too late. I already put it in the other way, but I like that. Next year we'll do it the All-Stars.
We should change it to stress rehearsal.
I just got a call from someone's working for a lady by the name of Lori Colvin. A guy showed up today, Fred, and big guy was walking up the stairs, sits down in the chair, and he says, "I want you to hear this. This lady from Victoria is 25 years old. I gave her this poem I wrote, a condensed version, and I gave it to her about 4 or 5 days ago. And this is what she's done with it." And it was like the most gorgeous song I've heard in a long time. And she'd never heard she put it together. So we're hoping to get her up. And right now we're working on a date right here. And right now we're getting ready, because Jody's up next. And what's she doing for you, Jody? What is Dr. Ted Cadillac doing for you, Jody? Getting it all ready.
I'll bring you guys a loaf of bread someday.
Chocolate brownies, we love them.
Okay.
That's probably the only sweet I ever see him eat. He doesn't eat hardly any other sweet in the world. But he likes brownies. So do I. Make double batch. Anyway. Are you doing originals or covers tonight?
I was thinking of trying a whole bunch of new covers.
New covers. That's cool. Well, the whole thing I like about covers, but original music is sort of the premise of the Duncan Showroom. But then again, there are people who have written some great songs that when taken in a different context, so when someone else takes them and owns them and puts it out there in a different fashion, it's really quite interesting to see what's happened. This gentleman did something with me with Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones, and I went, wow, what a nice way to bring it on, right? To look at the song a different way. So that's kind of neat, too. If you can take a song that you see and make it your own, and a song that's moved you and said, hey, the world needs to know about this one, other than the Coke commercial. What was it? Oh, I don't want to go there. I'm not even going to go there. I don't want the worm in my head. But right now, the worm is going to be in your head. It's this man here right now. Todd, give it up for him, please. Make it feel comfortable.
All right. Well, I'm still working on finding my voice, and one of the ways to do that is by playing other people's stuff and maybe changing it up or seeing how close you can get. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. But nothing scares me more than playing a song that everybody knows. So this is going to be up there. a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of peanuts rising up through the air. Up ahead in the distance, I saw a shimmering light. My head grew heavy, my sight grew dim. I had to stop for the night. There she stood in the doorway. I heard the mission bell. And I was thinking to myself, this could be heaven or this could be hell. Then she lit up a candle and she showed me the way. There were voices down the corridor. I thought I heard them say, welcome to the Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely face. There's plenty of room at the Hotel California. Any time of year, you can find it here. Her mind is Tiffany twisted. She got the Mercedes Benz. She got a lot of pretty, pretty boys, oh, that she calls friends. Oh, how they danced in the courtyard. Sweet summer sweat. Some dance to remember, some dance to forget. So I called up the captain. Please bring me my wine. He said, we haven't had that spirit here since 1969. And still the voices are calling from far away. Wake you up in the middle of the night just to hear them say, welcome to Hotel California. Such a lovely place, such a lovely place. They're living it up, Hotel California. What a nice surprise. Bring your alibis. Mirrors on the ceiling, pink champagne on ice. She said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. And in the master's chambers, gathered for the feast. They stabbed with their steely knives, but just can't kill the beast. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the night man. We are programmed to receive. You can check out anytime you like. You can never leave. Thank you.
I hope we don't get a copyright strike for that one.
Is that recognizable?
Oh, dude. That one's a heavily copyrighted one. That just don't try and play Stairway for your next song, or we're definitely getting shut down.
Wait, serious? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I need more lessons with Murray down there at Long and McQuaid. Yeah. Unfortunately, work happened and lessons ended. So he's only available for very limited time, and that does not coincide with my work schedule now. I'm trying to buy time here because like always, I had a plan. Now it's gone. Oh yeah. Okay. We'll go for it. See the animal in his cage that you built. Are you sure which side you're on? Better not look too close in the eye. Are you sure which side of the glass you are on? See the safety of the life you built. Everything where it belongs. Feel the hollowness inside of your heart, and it's all right where it belongs. What if everything around you isn't quite as it seems? What if all the world you think you know is an elaborate dream? And if you look at your reflection, is it all you want it to be? What if you could look right through the cracks? Would you find yourself afraid to see? What if all the world's inside of your head, just creations of your own? Devils and your gods, all the living and the dead, and you really are alone. You can live in this illusion, you can choose to believe. You keep looking but you can't find the words. Well, you're hiding in the trees. What if everything around you isn't quite as it seems? What if all the world you used to know is an elaborate dream? If you look at your reflection, is it all you want it to be? What if you look right through the cracks? Would you find yourself afraid to see? So that was 9 Inch Nails, and that's not at all how I meant to play it, but once you get started, it's hard to stop. So how's everyone doing? Awesome. I'm looking forward to 39 Days of July. I guess July 23rd, I get to play at that alumni spot, which is crazy. 'Cause it was, I think, shy of 2 years ago I started playing here, which was pretty much when I broke my stage fright. And not too long before that, there was a period of time where I was struggling with short-term memory. So that's why I have the iPad up here. What's that? What's that, smart guy? I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna try this song. It's I guess a country song. It's Sturgill Simpson. It is called "Turtles All the Way Down," and yeah, I like the turtle idea. But yeah, it's kind of weirdo country, so even better. Well, I seen Jesus play with flames in a lake of fire that I was standing in. I met the devil in Seattle, spent 9 months inside the lion's den. I met Buddha yet another time, showed me the glowing light within. But I swear that God is there every time I glare into the eyes of my best friend. Says, my son, it's all been done. Someday you're gonna wake up old and gray. So go and try to have some fun, showing warmth to everyone, meet and greet and cheat along the way. Far beyond this pain, where reptile aliens made of light cut you open and cut out all your pain. Tell me how you make illegal something that we all make in our brain. Some say you might go crazy, and again you might go sane. Every time I take a look inside that old and fabled book, I'm blinded and reminded of the pain caused by some old man in the sky. Marijuana, LSD, psilocybin, DMT, they all change the way I see. But love's the only thing that ever saved my life. So don't waste your mind on nursery rhymes or fairy tales of blood and wine. It's turtles all the way down the line. So to each their own till we go home. To other realms our souls must roam, to and through the myth that we all call space and time. I'll work on that. Good, Tim? Yep. Sweet. Thank you.
Okay, Joe Day. You need a chair, stool. What do you want? Tim knows the one you want. Dr. Ted knows all that stuff. He does. After Jody's going to be Steve. I think I got it down. Steve is up next. Because he only usually gets here late at night because he's taking care of his kids and putting him to bed. So tonight he got here early. So I'm going to give him the advantage of getting to sleep early for tonight. He's going to be up after Jody. And then I had it written down. Oh, yeah. I wanted to get Jarvis in there. How long can you stay, Jarvis?
I'm good.
Okay, you're going to go on later then. If you don't mind. Just it'll be people here, don't worry. Then I was going to go with Harold, unless you can wait and let Jared go, because Jared got a ride into town, so he needs to go back. He's got a ride home. So we can do that? Okay, how does that work? Right? Because you know why music, what it does to your soul, right? Fucking A. That's why you're here. Yeah, so Jody, Steve, Jared, Harold. No, I'm trying to get Michael in. I'm stuck between, I like giving Michael the last spot. Because you know what? He opens up so much at the last spot. Lately, you've been brilliant. Some of the originals are just awesome. Keep it up, sir. But anyway, we'll arm wrestle for that last one. Leg wrestling. Everybody ever leg wrestle? Isn't that fun? I had really long legs, so it's like, it worked out kind of good sometimes. But it's hard. Oh, yeah, so you want to get tough? Okay. Arm, no, we're going to leg wrestle. Okay, no, you lie down and I'll lie down. Right. Okay, we're not going to hurt each other while we're doing that, just to prove who's got the most masculinity, right? Somehow or other, it's just, you want to nudge the guy in the rib or something, make him have a hard time. Maybe you don't. Whose hat is that, by the way? What's it say on it? Can you see that? Jody, can you see that hat beside you? What's it say? The hat beside you.
Peace River.
Alberta, Canada.
Yeah, we're over from Peace River.
I don't know when that showed up, but it was a show last week sometime.
Could have been. By the way, one of the things they give you, other than a nice little affidavit, I can get framed, which I will. They also give you a pin, a rotary pin, which, if you can be walking down the street with that on, and someone who knows what it is will go, "Hey, how you doing?" I got one of those too, so that'll be cool. And the other thing they gave you was a pen. It's a rotary pen, right? And I go, okay, this is one of those. Oh God, it's never right nice. They don't buy the cheap stuff. So I'm anxious to write a whole bunch of letters. It's easier than typing for me. Does anyone still do that? Anyone still sit around and write? Isn't it just wonderful? I used to practice going in different directions just to see what, I was so good at doing that I was able to write letters to get me out of school when I was 15, 16 years old. Both by my father and my mother, who had two totally different styles of writing. And the pressure on the paper, how much ink went on and all that, and the way they went, I had it down pat. Unfortunately, he was a new dad to me, and we'd been only together for 3 or 4 years, 4 years maybe, and all of a sudden there was $10,000 missing out of the bank account. So when he found the notes, he immediately went, "I didn't write those. Oh no. Did you, Dad? I'm living in the basement. If I had $10,000, I wouldn't be here, But as it turned out, it was a bank error. But we got over it. I never held a grudge till now. I like to bring it up every so often, just wherever he. No, I don't. He was a wonderful gentleman. And to all the fathers last Father's Day who fill in to be fathers for people who didn't have, their fathers have gone somewhere. That's great. I'm glad that they do. By the way, thank you for what you wrote. I kept that. Did you write that?
No, I found it.
You found it? Wow. I went looking to find out where it's from. That is a beautiful piece of work, man. So beautiful. I will, You tapping your fingers?
No, it's just
Oh.
it's on.
Anyway, her name is Jody.
Is it? It's
We're
this
not ready
guy.
yet.
Should I-
Do you guys know about the theater seats you're sitting in, right? Yeah. That they came from the Jehovah's Witnesses? Well, those come from the Jehovah's Witnesses in Souk. I inherited those. So as I like to say, if at any time during the evening you want to start knocking on doors and handing out literature, could you make sure it's ours, please? You cross the Jehovah's Witness with the Hell's Angel, you get someone knocking on your door telling you to F off. Are you ready yet?
I haven't seen anything from her yet.
Oh, do you want me to turn things on?
Show me a
Drum machine.
Jody's another one who's going to be at the All-Star. That'll give you something to talk about when I'm on stage. We were going to call it alumni, but someone brought up the fact that does that mean they don't,
It's a bit
know?
loud. That's a bit loud, right? It's too loud.
Well, you be the decider. How's that? If you think it's too loud, turn it down. Done.
What's that? Okay. Oh well.
Anyway, her name is Jody.
Thank you.
Let's make her feel really comfortable when she gets up to play some music.
I've had a bit of a week. A lot of emotions. I'm gonna be moving at the end of the summer, but I don't have a place. So this song is a little bit about that. But yeah, it's exciting and scary and all that. I've been very, very thankful to be able to come here for this past year and a bit. Very thankful for Tim and John and what they do here, and for the gift that music is, and it helps me out, having this community, and also to be able to share the music and to make the music, to kind of process all the things. So this song is called Home With You. Everything's in the air, don't know what to do. What I couldn't keep the emotion out of my voice. It's been quite a week. But yeah, we get through, right? I think I always, it seems to be my thing that I give a thumbs up to. It's just gonna be my thing. I think we're good. The second and last song is called How Deep. Because I turned the volume all the way down, that's why it's not. No, I know. Okay, that will come later. Okay, here we go. When the waves hit, they come crashing. Again and again. And we're sinking. How deep is our love? Caught in the Thank you so much. Only two, because my songs are so long. Should I leave that?
Who did I say was next? Steve Cutler.
Yeah, Steve, you're next. So there you go. Nice.
Thank you, Jody. Are you going to do one of those songs on the during the festival?
Sure.
Okay. We'll get the piano on stage that day too. Here we are getting to the point. Steve Cutler, who's going to be also playing at the 39 Days of July this year. Has played there numerous times before, our slots. It's also going to be on the Wind Down Wednesdays in August. Where is Steve? Oh, prepared, I see. He forgot. Be no forgetting. Although, he never uses a cheat sheet, does he? No. Today was the final episode this season of the Eugene and Billy show, of which Leanie Beanie came down from Campbell River and joined them. And boy, I'd recommend going back to watch just today's show. It's usually on at 5:30. It's a half-hour show that takes about 45 minutes, or thereabouts sometimes.
Today we were
Only 40? Wow. Gotta love that.
You're the only one who ever thought it was going to be a half-hour show.
Yeah, well, I like the idea of it being a half-hour show that goes 45
always
minutes. That's kind of
settled
good.
into it.
By the way, has anybody here watched Fernwood Tonight? Who's ever seen Fernwood Tonight? Nobody? May I recommend to you, please? It was a sitcom that took place in the 70s, or was it even the 60s? No, look, I'm not even sure. Back then, Martin Mull had a talk show in a place called Fernwood, but that's because he ran away from Florida where he was up on charges, but that doesn't really matter. And he's gonna, can I just tell you to watch it? Like, I don't want to destroy it because I can't give it any justice other than the fact of watch about 5 episodes and just see if you just go, oh my God, they got away with that. And the thing to remember, those two people, Martin, what's the other guy's name? Tim? The other guy that plays Willard.
Fred Willard.
Yes, Fred Willard. And Martin Mull probably, was it Martin Mull? No. Yeah, probably two of the best improvisational comedians out there. But Alan Thicke owned the company. And the guy who had put together all those great shows like Archie and all that shit. All in the Family and all that. The guy who created that also created this, but no, it wasn't Rob Reiner, it was the other guy. But anyway, so as it turns out, Alan Thicke said, no improv. That's the thing. These guys have got to work like it's improv. We're going to test their skills. It is some of the finest you'll ever see. They don't go out of character, ever. Oh, God, I don't know how they did it. Anyway, Steve Cutler, make him feel comfortable.
Hey, everybody. I didn't know I was going to be next. I think I was in the bathroom when John announced that. So, yeah, whatever. This is all about being vulnerable up here, right? Some people are vulnerable through their music. Other people find other ways. Yeah, exactly. We're all human. Isn't that why we're all here? I made it out a little earlier tonight. Yeah, it feels good. Our little one has decided to stop napping. So I don't know what's best. But anyways, it just means that she goes to bed earlier at night, so I can come out earlier. So I'll enjoy it for this moment at least. All right. Okay, this is the song I'm gonna play. It's I think it's a Victoria Williams song, but I know it off of a tribute album. So it's somebody else that played it, and I don't remember who played it. But anyways, I also haven't played it in a while, so let's see if I remember it. One laugh in the middle of a struggle. Big diamond at the bottom of a puddle. Did you ever stare at the moon till you saw double? I hear you walk away from trouble. Good love, there ain't no denying. Say bad love, somebody ain't trying. Did you ever walk someplace just to take time and take the fast road and get going? And then the rules break. There's no mistake. These are precious times, you and I. We walk the line. I looked in a frying pan, sang a song. I looked at a dying man, he sang along. We got mountains, yeah, we got beaches. We got love that makes us mad, love that has to teach us. I looked in a frying pan, sang a song. I looked at a dying man, he sang along. Yes, we walk the line. Yes, we walk the line. And then the rules break. There's no mistake. These are precious times, you and I. We walk the line. I looked in a frying pan, sang a song. I looked at a dying man, he sang along. Yes, we walk the line. Yes, we walk the line. We walk the line. Yes, we walk the line. All right, thanks all. I was sitting as Jody was playing, and I was just feeling so grateful for these nights and to like come out and share music with each other. It's so cool. It's so great. Like what else would we be doing on a Tuesday night or any night for that matter? It's so amazing. So thank you everybody who comes out and does this. It's so great. Yeah, truly. Yeah. It's super inspiring. Everybody that gets up here is like incredibly inspiring. I haven't played this song. I don't remember if I played this one here in the last little spat that I've been coming here. But it's a little song I wrote. death, really, about kind of the fleeting nature of life. It's kind of a fun little tune, but yeah, I can't remember if I used to play with a capo, but I'll try it without, and then I'll stop if I need to. Held the book up to the light, finally read between the lines. In the end, there is the end. For the wicked, for the kind, it's hard to live a good life when you know you're gonna die. So I took all of my money and I chose my favorite vice, and I spent all of my money, lived in paradise. It's hard to live a good life when you know you're gonna die. Thought I figured out just what life was meant to be. Squeeze the fruit and drink the juice, it's free. The bitter lingers surely as the weeds must go to seed. And then you're left bereft of breath, face that yet unseen. Held the book up to the light, finally read between the lines. In the end, there is the end. For the wicked, for the kind, it's hard to live a good life when you know you're gonna die. It's hard to live a good life when you know you're gonna die. Just a short little ditty, just like our lives. Thank you. I feel like maybe it needs another verse. We'll see. Probably won't get around to writing another verse, so that song is what it is. I'm going to play some Tragically Hip, just because why not? How's this one go again? Left your house this morning, just a little after 9. Could have been the Willie Nelson, could have been the wine. So I left your house this morning, it was a little after 9. And it was in Bob Cajun, where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. The second verse starts. Damn. There we go. Something about going to town. When? Yeah. I'll get close enough anyways. Went to town this morning. Sure. Working on my mind. Thought of maybe quitting, thought of leaving it behind. Went back to bed this morning, and as I'm pulling down the blinds, yeah, the sky was dull and hypothetical, falling one that Aryan twang. I got to your house this morning just a little after 9, in the middle of that riot. Something else happened at your house this morning. It's a little after 9, and it was in Bob Cajun where I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. All right. Thanks all. Thanks everyone for watching and for playing and for being you. Ooh. All right. And special thanks to Tim and John for making all this happen every time. Yeah. And y'all can catch me at the 39 Days. My name is Steve Cutler, if you're watching here or at home. I don't remember what days I'm playing on. It's all there, yeah. And I'll be on one of the Wind Down Wednesdays in August and the 40th day of July.
And the 40th day of July, which happens to be my 75th birthday.
Well, perfect.
Or my 26th annual 50th. Whichever way you want to look at it. But I'm willing to embrace the fact that I'm turning 75. I have no problem with that. Yeah. No. Is it? August 4th. Well, you come on down. We'll give you I don't know what we'll give you. Come on up here, Jerry. Get your foot up here. You going to sit, stand? Good. We got a stool for you right here. Do you want a music stand? Yes. Okay.
You need a guitar?
Mic'd up. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 39 days this year. Opening nights is going to be killer. Just killer in the city square. And the whole thing, our Beautiful Roots is going to be playing. Positive Rebellion. We're going to have some reggae on the opening night in the park, just to get that grass all broken in on all occasions. It'll be a fun time.
Reggae's how you get grass broken in.
We're going to break grass together. I know. Yeah, well, shush up. Part of that's medical marijuana, you know. That's where the conflict comes in. Recreational, or is it medicinal? Anyway. Yeah, and that's just, and then the second night, which is really, we have 16 fiddle players from Fidelium. I gotta find out if we were supplying chairs. Or what the hell we're doing. That's gonna be one heck of a. And if there's anybody out there that's tuning in and listening, or anybody in the room who feels at any one time that they could sign up for a short period of time, like be either not every day, but if they could pick, say, every Monday they show up, or just pick one day, pick an hour that you're available or so, that you can help us, and we will find a slot for you.
Or like if people just want to show up, when we need people the most is at around 4:30 or 5 o'clock p.m. and at 8 o'clock p.m. So if someone can come for 4 hours from like 5 to 9, we can get one stage set up and the other one torn down. That's
and
really
the person
helpful.
helping tear down the one in the park still gets a chance to come over and enjoy the show.
Right, yeah.
Friggin'
That's always
right.
really helpful. So
My
think
God,
about
who
that.
organized this
We
anyway?
got time between 4:30 and 9 at night.
You'd almost think
That's
I
when
knew
we
what I
need
was
people.
doing.
We don't have enough people to make a volunteer organizer because we're both flat out all the time.
And we don't know what to give them
So-
to do, because it's really hard to say do
Yeah.
this unless you've actually been trained. Now the interesting thing is
4:30 to 9, we could use.
we
a
could
couple
use
extra
manpower.
hands.
But anybody who wants to learn more about it, we can use them as well. But one of the things that happened is we went to I did last year, I went to the Edmonton Folk Festival, and it looks like I'm going to do it again this year because of the number of people that are there that I want to see and are friends with. But when I got there, I was walking down, and I came down this one pathway, and this is pretty amazing, lots of people. And I come around the corner, and all of a sudden I look on this hill, and there's got to be 25,000 people on this ski hill, all looking down. It's on on that thing. Getting to the top's a bitch. But all sitting there, in the evening with their cameras up, their telephones up. It's awesome. And during the day, they all separate and go off into different, like there's 6 different stages that they can go and catch shows during the day. And it's a marvelous festival. And they've got 2,800 volunteers. Like they have a workshop on stage, a wood workshop on site. If you need or a sign maker, or any of that stuff that they need, it takes it takes a week or 2 to get it ready, to get it all set up, and then they feed everybody. They feed those 2,800 people, right? And the performers and those who get special guest passes like myself. So it was awesome. But one of the things that happened when we got up there, or I was up there, a guy comes walking up. And it turns out that he's been with the Edmonton Folk Festival since before its inception, when it was just sitting around a table saying, let's get this together. On the original board, helped put it all together, still around. And he comes walking up, he says, Longevity John, my God, you guys are a legend. The 39 Days of July, you guys are legendary. And I said, wow, far out. And then we got talking with some of the guys backstage, and they were all pretty keen on the fact that, hey, 39 Days of July, how do you guys do it? How many volunteers you got? 2 if they show up. On a good day. There's times when we both look at each other and go, okay, this is it, we get up and do it. And if you leave that beside the track long enough, someone's going to come along and offer to help you on the double 12. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little tricks you learn. And for all those people that help put out chairs in the morning, thank you, thank you, thank you. And don't care what the city says that we can't put them out on Thursdays before 10 o'clock. That's bullshit. If someone wants to put them up at 8 o'clock in the morning, go for it. Or else I'll get the, no, that's it. Yeah, well, let's not start to get into it. Yeah. By the way, Ideal Tent, when I talked to him about the fact that I noticed that the three 2x20s, 20 by 30 tents I've seen in the last 3 days, that one, that T section that comes off the middle. Yeah, no, on all of them. Even the ones over at Providence Farm last night. With that center one that goes across, there's a hole in that T section, right? And there's supposed to be a pipe with a hole in it so it matches it. So when you lock it in, it doesn't fall out. And the centerpiece in the middle is supposed to have one of those too. That holds the whole damn thing together. It makes it a lot easier to put up one of those tents. That's 3 tents. Anyway, so I phoned them up today and asked them what I could do about it. And I was really kind of getting more upset because they couldn't seem to understand my plight. But as it turns out, they came up with a solution. Just send the 2 9-foot poles over. We'll drill the holes in it and send them back to you as soon as possible. It's a drill. It's a drill press. Why would I want to pay $180 in shipping fees? Or 90, or anybody? Why would anybody? Would you just
I bet our audience is totally enthralled with tent maintenance right now.
Good. Well, see, because we got to put those tents up.
It's logistics.
Logistics. So on the 26th, if you're around, Thursday, the 26th, sometime in the mid-afternoon, we got a bunch of chairs that got to be washed down. We got tents that got to go up.
And if you got a drill press, bring it.
No, I got one.
Because we can fix it.
I bought one.
All right.
You know who from?
Travis?
No. The guy and the girl who did the puppet show here.
Oh, Sally and Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse's dad passed away, and he had this thing.
And Raphael.
And I paid like $350. It's a really good drill press.
Nice.
But now it's in my family.
All right. Okay, we'll talk about this later. How
Okay.
about we get Jared?
Jared, welcome to the... Give Jared a big welcome.
We'll
Make
talk
him feel
about drill
comfortable.
presses later.
Oh, thanks, guys. I think I'm just gonna do some originals tonight.
Are they sad?
What do you think? Actually, I'll do one that isn't sad. I promise. This one's called "Nothing to Do."
It's all just a matter of time. It's all dust. Soon be left behind. Made dusty trails realign. Dusty trails are never ending. Circle back to beginning. All this time spent pretending, all to start again. It's got nothing to do. Got myself to prove to. Got nothing to do with you. Should have seen it coming. Should have seen it's nothing to do.
Thanks, guys. The song's called "Hard to Say."
find my own way to be. It's more than what you think less of me. Always try. Now who am I? The way we live, as if life was a dream. If it's not a lie, then who am I? More than what you think less of me. You describe this pain as necessary. I open my eyes, I can see. Always try. Now who am I?
Thanks, guys. Really enjoyed the acts that I've caught so far. You guys, really glad to see you guys here, the local lovers. Jody, I just was really blown away by your sound, and I really enjoy your writing, and yeah, I think you're awesome. I just wanted to say that. And Steve. Yeah. I hope you don't mind me saying this, but I first met Steve at Global, and I never would have imagined that I would be seeing him in a place like this. So, music.
Global. Like TV?
Where do you see?
Music is magic. Okay, so this is a song that isn't so sad, and I wrote it about apple trees because so many people don't pick their apples, and they just fall on the ground and they rot away.
And then the wasps.
Yeah. So this is a song about food wastage, I guess. You'll see.
Told a lie 1,000 times, forgive me. Elated, apologized unswiftly. At the core, what is ignored, where fallen apple seeds are stored. Inside the rotting ciders smell therein lie stores. One could tell of all the fruit this year that fell too far from hungry mouths. Well, provided with abundance, but it's the self that we sell. then in a flash appeared white doves perching upon the fruit trees. From seeds to worms and apples mush, the hungry mouse here to feed. Of all the fruit this year that fell too far from hungry mouse, well, provided with abundance, but it's the self that we sell. Of all the fruit this year that fell too far from hungry mouse, well, of all the fruit this year that fell too far from hungry mouse, well,
Thanks, guys. And thanks, Harold.
Sad songs. Well done. I like to call it folk noir, which isn't really correct, because folk noir is more like bad bluegrass. People die a lot. You know, people get shot. That's terrible stuff. Never this. Well, no, it's good. It takes you through emotions. I was just sitting outside thinking about that. 39 days of July. Who did I say was up next?
Michael, I think. Was it? We got Michael?
No, it's Harold.
Harold. And then Michael, and then who's left? Oh, Jarvis.
No, Jarvis is going up at the end.
Jarvis is at the end?
Yeah. No, Michael's not going last tonight. No, because Michael's been up. Michael's going to be the third act in our All-Star thing on July 9th. He's the third act. Him and Michelle. What? Who we decide? No, Harold.
Are you sitting or standing, Harold? You're standing, right?
Now I gotta tune up.
I know, you're standing?
You start talking and then I'll be ready.
Are you standing or do you need a music stand? Standing.
That was easy.
Stand, no? Alright. You want a music stand? Alright.
Yeah. A whole new life now I've got in front of me.
All right, yeah.
Getting accolades from the Rotarians. It's just, it's
Going in the Rotarian?
it's over the top for me. It's like, it's nothing I ever expected to have happen. But that's okay. I enjoy that. What? You're leaving? No, that's no, because he's got your coat there. So I don't know if you guys were here when I told this happened, but at the when I got the King Charles III award, it was kind of neat because there was a bunch of people there, and he called me Long John, and I said, well, it's actually Longevity John. You can call me Long for short, but you can't call me short for long. That broke a bit of ice. That was cool. The lady comes over, hands him the stuff. He hands it to me. We're shaking hands. I got it in my hand, showing everything. And he says, thank you. And I take a step forward to go back to my seat. And all of a sudden, I go to the inside of my suit jacket, and I pull this out. And I go, I'd like to thank the Academy. I want to thank my mom and dad. I want to thank God and all the members of the, oh, sorry, wrong award. And then walked off stage. Isn't that cool? I wasn't making mockery of it. I was just saying we had to lighten up a little bit, because the interesting thing is, of the 13 people that were there that day that were receiving awards, no one did it to receive an award, what they got awards for. They just saw something that had to be done, and they stepped forward and did it. And while they were doing that, the accolades, that they never expected started showing up. And that's very cool when you get those awards. It makes you feel that it was, you know, hey, yeah, that's cool. Someone noticed, you know, that you did put all the time in. Yes, sir. Can I help you? Oh, no. You're just letting the blood brush out of your wrist. Poor Aiden. Yeah, you can go to the bathroom, sir. It's just back to the back.
Yeah, Aiden busted his wrist. Well, me and Aiden busted his wrist. Yeah, I had a part of it.
They're on their way back from Red Arrow. And as it turns out that Aiden's bicycle pedal was not staying on properly. And they had thought they had tightened it up at the Red Arrow, but I guess it was enough messed up that by the time they got on Allenby Road and part way down, just past where you can get the subs and all that stuff, and the Daenerys. Yeah, the pedal messes up. So what are you going to do? Well, Tim's got his scooter, his electric scooter. So the best idea is, look, I'll just put my hand back. You give me your hand. I won't go fast, and we'll just pull you along. What could go wrong? Oh, there's a red light on Allenby now to go on the one lane. So it's late at night. There's no traffic, but being the stalwart citizen that he is, and who obeys all rules and laws, Dr. Ted Cadillac decided that he would slow down and come to a stop because it was a red light. So did Aiden. But Aiden, yesterday, has now got his right hand up, which he's used to using on his right brake, which is his back wheel, right? So when you go to put your brake on and you're on that sort of off thing, the amount of pressure you put onto it, if you would practice, you would know not to put much on it. But this is the first time when you go, what the fuck? There it is. It's on tight. The wheel turns. He goes over top. If you saw the wheel, it's quite...
It's messed up.
It's messed up. But then the best part was, they got the bike on the back of the scooter. Tim drove it home while they walked back to here. And then you got to imagine those electric scooters outside, which, you know, they're good, but, you know, how much can they carry? Well, they carried Tim and Aiden all the way back up to his house. Up the hill and everything, all the way over. And it was what, the next morning you went in and talked to the doctor? Yeah. Good idea. You know, because I guess it was getting pretty big, and oh well.
Yeah.
Depends which hand you use to wipe your butt, eh?
You gotta use the other one now.
Ooh, learn a lesson.
And brushing your teeth, and like, you gotta learn a whole lot of new stuff when you're good, aren't good?
You don't shave, so it's okay. Left hand shaving really hurts. There's a lot of blood involved in that.
I was going to before long, but apparently not anymore.
No. Here you go, sir.
All good.
Oh, you got that remote bullshit. Oh, sorry. The fancy boy. Hey, this man has been around town for quite a bit. He's been around the game, knows what music's all about. He was born into the thing. His dad was a performer. He's grown up almost in the suitcase, almost in the guitar case most of his life. Toured around, had ups, downs like everyone else does that's in the business. He's got an opportunity which people who are singer-songwriters should seriously think about if they want to get from here to Toronto. You get a hold of Via Rail, you apply, and if they accept you, then you get to do 3 shows a day for the 4 days you're on the train, and you get to go for a tour across the country. And as a young child, I had the opportunity to take the Canadian across from Moose Jaw all the way to Ottawa. And I tell you, boy, that back road, what are you doing?
I was wondering if he would notice what I was doing while he was talking.
But anyway, we were in the back car, right? And it's most, and up in the top cars, you get to see Canada in a totally different way. There was a movie in National Film Board that had the British guy who showed up in Newfoundland or something, and he came up out of the water and he got on one of those hand carts, and they did a hand cart across the country. Well, I'll find out. Kane? No.
Too much testosterone there.
Anyway, it was a very interesting. No, but it was very much of a great visual of what Canada is about, of which you're going to see, sir. I'm so envious of what you're going to experience. And you know what? I'm pretty envious of the performers, the audience there, because they're going to get a chance to experience him. He's putting few extra hours in, so when he leaves on Friday, he's ripe and ready to entertain. Give it up for him, please. His name is Harold.
I used to go by Homeless Harold. I think for this this trip here, I might go by Hobo Harold. Damn, playing on the train. All right, so I'm gonna do some country. Gonna do some contemporary country. Oh, that's the way it is, eh? Okay. Sorry, guys. And I'll start off with some Alan Jackson. Now this is going to be me doing my country voice. I've been singing. I did 3.5 hours on the street today, so I'm a little bit warmed up this week, not like last time. And I will never use those fans again. Blew my guitar out of tune so bad, I was so embarrassed. All right, here's Living on Love by Alan Jackson. People without a thing set some vows, spread their wings, and settle down just what they need, living on love. She don't care about what's in style, she just likes the way he smiles. It takes more than marble and tile, living on love. Living on love, buying on time. Without somebody, nothing ain't worth a dime. Just like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme. Living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. But love can walk through fire without drinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough. Living on love. Children gone, still they swing, hand in hand on that front porch swing, living on love. He can't see anymore, she can barely sweep the floor, hand in hand they'll walk through that door, just living on love. Like an old-fashioned storybook rhyme, living on love. It sounds simple, that's what you're thinking. Love can walk through fire without blinking. It doesn't take much, you get enough, living on love. No, it doesn't take much, you get enough, living on love. That's the only Alan Jackson song I do. Because you have to do one when somebody calls out do some Garth Brooks. Well, you better do a good one, because I only do one. And, oh yeah, the energy's flowing tonight. Now this one is, I will not be held responsible for my emotions being expressed during this song, because I did it all.
People say she's only in my head. It's gonna take time, but I'll forget. Said I need to get on with my life. They don't realize when you're dialing 6 numbers just to hang up the phone, driving across town just to see if she's home, waking a friend in the dead of night just to hear him say it's gonna be alright. When you find things to do not to fall asleep, 'cause you know she'll be there in your dreams. That's when she's more than a memory. I took a match to everything she ever wrote, watched her words go up in smoke, tore all the pictures off the wall. That ain't helping me at all. 'Cause when you're talking out loud, nobody's there, you look like hell, still you just don't care. Drinking more than you ever drank, sinking down lower than you ever sank. When you find you're falling down upon your knees, praying to God, begging him please, that's when she's more than memory. She's more. Dialing 6 numbers just to hang up the phone, driving across town just to see if she's home, waking a friend in the dead of night just to hear him say it's gonna be alright. When you find things to do not to fall asleep, 'cause you know she's waiting in your dreams, that's when she's more than a memory. Dialing 6 numbers just to hang up the phone, driving across town just to see if she's home, waking a friend in the dead of night just to hear him say it's gonna be alright. And how about Tim McGraw and Faith Hill? They both sang on this one. I don't know if I should do it up here. Maybe. Running round in this new truck, bank lets me borrow from month to month. Running out of credit, find a little cash on the radio. Standing still there, blowing past Numbers on cars going NASCAR fast. What I wouldn't give for a slow down, don't you know? 'Cause where I come from, only the horses run. When the day is done, we'll take it easy. Meanwhile, back at Mama's, the porch lights on, come on in if you wanna. Supper's on the stove and beers in the fridge. Red sun sinking down low on the ridge. Games on the tube and Daddy smokes cigarettes. Whiskey keeps his whistle wet. Funny the things you thought you'd never miss in a world gone crazy as this. Well, I found a girl and we don't fit in here, and talk about how hard it is to breathe here. Even with the windows down, can't catch a southern breeze here. One of these days gonna pack it up and leave here. 'Cause meanwhile, back at Mama's, porch lights on, come on in if you wanna. Supper's in the stove and beers in the fridge. Red sun sinking down low on the ridge. Games on the tube and Daddy smokes cigarettes. Whiskey keeps his whistle wet. Funny the things you thought you'd never miss in a world gone crazy as this. I miss, yeah, little dirt in the road. I miss corn growing in a row. I miss being somebody everybody knows, where everybody knows everybody. I miss those small town roads, walking around in muddy boots, the sound of the rain on an old tin roof. It's time to get on back. 'Cause meanwhile, back at Mama's, the for sale sign's going up, and I'm gonna dump this truck in the little I got on a lawn to own and a 3-acre lot. With supper on the stove and beer in the fridge. We're going for broke, yeah, we're gonna be rich. Watching the sun setting on the ridge. Baby, tell me what you think about this. Me and you back at Mama's. Oh, me and you back at Mama's. Oh, me and you back at Mama's. Oh yeah. Thank you so much. That's my country offering for the night. Sorry, no originals tonight. Thanks everybody.
Hey, I like that.
We'll see you in a few thousand kilometers.
We, Michael, which entrance will he come in from?
They've got a lift coming in.
We should. You do something like that. Now, you all know Richard Dwyer. Does everyone know Richard Dwyer from the 39 Days of July? He was on one of our posters one year because he dances a lot. And he's, as times, because of that, he's got into costumes and everything else. And he's very colorful. And he's a very fine gentleman. And he's part of the Dwyer contingent that settled this area. And he lives up on Sunrise Road. And when we were building the place, and we downstairs here, and we decided we were going to do it with downstairs, he says, "Is there anything I can do for you?" And I said, "Well, I need some wood." And he says, "Well, I got it. I'll tell you what." And he went home and he cut a tree down. And a week later, he showed up with this milled wood that he had done that's all 17 feet long, because I needed it to be at least that length, right? And he had it all, he donated it to us. So I like to give him credit when credit's due. Although I've seen a few women for the first time when he starts coming up going, sort of go, what the hell's going on? You just have to watch him for a while, realize he's harmless. He's just a wonderful gentleman having a really good time. And someone was telling me that as I'm getting closer to 75, I want to go to Ottawa for a conference. And I'm thinking, well, if I leave on the 15th, I'll get in on the morning of the 16th. And that's like really pushing it tight. But if I left on the Monday night, a day ahead of time, I would get there, I could go visit a friend, borrow a car, go on my tour, do what I got to do, come back, everything would be fine. And then I'm going, well, should I maybe come back on the Tuesday, like a day earlier than I thought? And then went, just a minute, what's the hurry? I'm going to be back visiting some friends. I'm going to have a chance to visit my brother and my nephews and other people in the area, my daughter. And so yeah, I think at this age, if I want to take that, same as if I want to sleep in tomorrow, I just might. Who's going to say don't? You sleep in every morning, sir. But you don't go to bed till morning, so.
My birthday.
Tomorrow? Yeah. No. Oh, God.
That's how I got a day off, dude. I never get a day off. That's how I got that one tomorrow.
I almost booked it without thinking.
I wouldn't have shown up anyway.
So June 19th, this will be neat because careful what you do. June 19th was his birthday.
No, 18th is my birthday.
18th.
19th is when I arrived here.
Okay. June 18th is his birthday, and that's tomorrow. He was up in Qualicum doing some work and hanging out, and it was his birthday, and he knew he was going to come down and help with the festival. Now, we had never officially met, and so he started, he woke up a little late that morning, and I can grant him that. But I'm sitting at the hospital waiting to get out. And if you understood where it was, the psych ward is right beside where the rehab is for after a stroke, right? So I'm sitting there, and I swear to God, I had played the chief in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with the Shawinigan Players. And I had this distinct feeling when I was sitting there, because as soon as they saw me, I'd go out and smoke a joint. And they would, different people from the psych ward would come out to see me, and they all looked at different times like the people that were in the play. And I started going, I actually emailed a friend and said, bring the bus, please. We're going on a trip. And they were all trying to bum cigarettes off me, which I didn't have because all I had was pot. And I surely wasn't going to give them any of that. Then I'd be accused of it. And so there I was sitting there that day waiting. And I could have gone back in. It was a little bit chilly, just a bit of a breeze. And I could have gone back in, but I was not going back into that hospital until he showed up. So he finally did show up. We met each other.
Yeah, I was 45 minutes late. But it's because I was under my RV.
Yeah, I understand it, and that's fine.
Fixing
Now
my
I look
RV
at it
to
and go,
get
what
there.
was 45 minutes? 10 years later, 11 years later, what was only 45 minutes? But then we drove down here, and since that moment, he's been here as a major part of what the Duncan Showroom is all about. Big round of applause for that gentleman, please. Louder, come on.
No, that's fine. That's loud enough.
Okay, that's loud enough. That's it. Don't go overboard, please. You just got the guys that played here last night, which is really nice. It's nice to get these every so often while he's getting ready. It's nice to get these little accolades every so often. For the people who played here last night, very interesting. Mystique, flute, vocals, along with extremely fine guitar, a bass player that's got a groove like no one else, just and they go on musical journeys that are just
And a harp.
watch the show. Go back. It was on last night. You can go back to YouTube and watch that show from last night. But the I always say his name wrong, so I won't. It starts with a V. But anyway, he left a message. He let the lady who's been talking to me about wanting to perform at any place where we could put them, and is very persistent. Anyway, she sent me a message today saying that this bass player, gentleman friend of hers, or that she's with, played with Alpha Diallo.
Alpha Yaya Diallo.
Yeah. He played with him for 20 years as his bass player. And he toured the world. He toured all over Europe, all over United States, South America, got into Canada, over to Hawaii and all those different places. And his comment was that Dr. Ted was the best sound man he's ever had. Isn't that cool? And it didn't have to be said. Like, it wasn't one of those things, like, you could have got away with just saying, thank you very much, had a great time, bye. But she went out of her way because he had said that. And then I told that to Ted, and he said, well, I was watching them, and the smiles on their faces told me that they were having a good time, and that's usually when you can hear yourself on stage real good. Can you hear yourself on stage? Sir.
I don't know. Hello? I guess so. I'm supposed to hear myself?
Yeah, well, yeah. I thought they were supposed to hear me. What the hell is this all about? I'm double duty. I got to play and listen? What's that all about? Anyway, Michael's been one of those people who's been coming here quite regularly, and he always ends up being near the end or at the end, and that's okay. One of the reasons being, and I'm going to be, candid about this. Like a lot of people that get up here, it takes a while to get over stage fright, right? And so it's interesting when the audience is not as large as it could be, but the people that are here now are caring. They're the ones that have been here for a while, and they want to make sure that everything goes on. So that energy helps surround him and makes him, like lately, I've been listening, and I've been very much enjoying what he's doing. He's feeling very much that this is his comfort zone, and that's what it is when you're on stage. This area up here is yours. Learn to live with it. If you're not ready to play, don't play until you're ready. When you go to work and you punch the clock, do you start work right away? No, you sort of get settled in, and then you go to work, right? Same idea up here. But anyway, I made that whole thing we were talking about earlier about the alumni, which is actually the all-stars. It's the people who've put the time and effort in over this last years that we've noticed and figured that there's a good opportunity for them to be on a stage in the middle of the afternoon. We're just, the people there it's not the hugest crowd. There's no pressure. It's really a wonderful place to be at, right? It's very comforting. And so we're giving Michael 4 songs this summer, and he's going to be there on July 9th. So give him a warm welcome for that. Make him feel real comfortable as we get him started and playing some of his. Are you doing originals tonight? Are you going to do?
Yes, I'm going to.
All right. He's got some great originals. Give it up for him again one more time.
Thank you. Thank you, longevity. I seem to. My voice seems to have gone hoarse all of a sudden, but I suppose that's just the way it is. This song is called, Blue Celtic Funk. Also, it's called the Ballad of a Wandering Minstrel. It's not about me. I'm not a wandering minstrel. I'm not even a sedimentary minstrel. That's where most of the old fossils live, I think. Songs of love and peace, meeting all kinds of nice big folk, doing lots good little things. Me Meanwhile, our resources are exported via the railroad lines. The people watch as their heroes toast to their health with fine wines. And all around would ask, is it protest? Music you play, now that for sure, that for sure, that for sure. He better not say you're trouble, or trouble, big trouble. Might just come his way. Well, it's just classic blues, Celtic funk, country folk, rap, and reggae. Why, it's just classic blues, Celtic ska, country folk, rap, and reggae. Travels across the great wasteland from sad to sick to starve and see. Each day, sorry, and all the time, public resource remains a strong investment for the stars who dine on caviar at the taxpayers' expenses. And matter of course is this expense even on the food bank line. Workers compete to earn a dime while the bosses hold the diamonds. And all around they would ask, is that protest? Music you play, now that for sure, now that for sure, for sure. He better not say you're trouble, big trouble, big trouble. It might just come his way. Well, it's just classic blues, Celtic funk, tree folk, rap, and reggae. Well, it's just classic blues, Celtic funk and punk, country folk, rap, and reggae. Travels across the great wasteland from sad to sick to starving sea. Playing for whom I listening and singing songs of love and peace. Mean all kinds of nice speak for doing lost, fine little thing. And every day the leaders preach the virtues of their plutocracy. And every day the leaders preach that we must trust in their authority. And very soon they'll legislate it's a crime to beg for an answer. And very soon they'll legislate it's a crime to beg for an answer. And all around they would ask, is that protest? Music play, now that for sure, now that for sure, now that for sure. He better not say 'cause trouble, big trouble, trouble, it might just come his way. Cheers, thank you. That's a feudal song. We said it, you know, it's kind of feudalistic. It's nothing to do with Canada or anything. No. I'm talking about the old days, you know, in the feudal days. You know, wandering minstrel and all. I never get political. It might be coming back, you know. So it might already be here. We just, you know. Yeah. You got it. You got it online. Yeah. I get you. All right. The song is called So I Met a Girl, and but that's just one perspective. You can take maybe it applies to any perspective. I don't know. Any of the spectrum of perspectives. So I met this girl. She was mighty fine. we seemed to get along. So we spent some time, but she wasn't ready to settle down quite yet. Not for me or anyone else. So I said to her, well, it breaks my heart to know soon you'll be gone. I'll be all alone, but yes, you're right to make up your own good mind to live your life and follow your own paths of success. Follow your dream to the end. Well, you can run around and you can hide and you can travel the whole world wide. One day you just may find, one day you just might see there ain't no one else who will love you quite like me, that there'll never be another who will love you quite like I do, who will care for you quite like I will. You can run around and you can hide and you can travel the whole world wide. One day you just may find, one day you just might see that there ain't no one else who will love you quite like me, that there'll never be another who will love you quite like I will, who will care for you quite like I do. So if you return, if I'm here or if I'm gone, or you find another while life keeps moving on, 'cause it is what it is, and I know I am what I am, and what we create will most surely come to pass. So make it to last. So I'll let you go off and on your way. All the best to you. There is little that I can say, for I am just a common man. Simple things I understand, a loving life I try to lead, but I make mistakes just like anyone else. Have my faults, we seem to get along. So we spent some time, but she wasn't ready to settle down just yet. Not for me or anyone else, but so she said. Cheers, thank you. So all right, last one probably. Actually, did a chorus there that I didn't mean to do. I think this last one's fairly short for you guys. The song it's called Song of excuse me, Song of Dreams, a Fool's Disclaimer. Maybe it's about old people say, oh, you can't do that. That's impossible. No, that's not gonna work. The naysayers, I suppose. Hope no one takes it personally. They don't know how to behave, being the fool to hear. Sing of joy and singing out pain, singing of hope, singing out fear. Can't save the world with a full of change. Can't save the world with a wish full of tears. You can't save the world with a mind full of dreams. You can't save the world with a song that you sing. So they say, they proclaim, they exclaim. Don't know how to behave with a soul upon their sleeve. Sing of love and singing out, hey, singing of peace and singing out grief. Can't save the world with a, you say, can't save the world with the things that you're doing. Can't save the world alone in any way. Can't save the world with a song that you sing. Can't save the world with a hat full of change. Can't save the world with a mind full of dreams. You can't save the world with a song that you sing. Only a full mind full of dreams. So they say, they exclaim, they proclaim, they disclaim. You fool with a mind full of dreams can't save the world with a song you sing. Thanks. Sort of messed up the guitar, but thank you very much. Cheers. Awesome. Thank you.
Who's next, Jarvis? Is that you? All right. All right. We got this.
guitar, sitting, standing?
He's got a stick
Probably
and he's
both.
playing the
Yeah, I've got my drum.
song. Do you need a stand for it or something, or like what are you holding on your lap?
Yeah, I just have to sit on my lap.
Okay.
Way to go there, buddy.
Thank you. Sure.
Been another round of applause for Michael, please.
There we go. No. Well, oh, almost slipped out. Oh no, my drum almost slipped out of the case.
That'd be torture.
It's a drum. I'm used to getting hit.
Yeah, well, if it knocks my foot, that's a different story.
Or breaks your wrist.
Yeah, let's talk about broken bones.
All right. Yeah, thankfully, the worst I've ever done is scraped up, or well, I did crack a toe with a broken nail, but yeah. Yeah.
It's amazing with all the stuff how the way we all treat our bodies over the years that we're still around.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised at some of the crap I do that I'm still alive and kicking. So yeah.
Well, you gonna kick up some music for us?
Yeah, I got this drum going for the first bit, and then got a couple of songs queued up on Spotify that I want to sing. So.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Sure, we can do that. It's USB-C. Yeah, USB-C plug.
Okay.
Yep.
That'd be good. Get it done now.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh yeah, get ready for it. I was just on a train of thought there for a minute, and then it was going to be real cool, and then I lost it. Damn. Oh yeah, when I just remembering when things that happen in your life. As a child, there was a construction company that was right near us, but three or four doors down, and we were at the one end of town. So me and the other kids that hung around, there was 2 or 3 of us. We would play in the bins or where the wood was, all that, and how none of it ever fell on us, I don't know. At 6 and 7 and 8 years old, like we were really not the smartest kids, but I think I was about 6 or something at the time, and we were playing hide and go seek, and I got down in between behind these bags, and it was quite a distance down, and I had the stick with me that had broken, and so it had a sharp edge all the way up to a point, and I had it sitting like this. And some kid knew I was there, and so what he did was he dropped one of those bags over from that like above 3 feet above my head, downwards, and it hit my head, and I went down, and it scraped right along the outside. Where there's that bone on the outside, it went right along there and up, and didn't. If it had gone over a little bit, it would have gone into my eye socket, went right up and through, and it would have been game over. And it still bothers me to this day. It doesn't really bother me. Some people make it, some people don't. That's just the way it is. It could have at any one time. Can I tell you one more quick story? I'm going to anyway. There's a guy, I always question this because living in Montreal as a young boy, as a young man, teenager, Dorval had the first traffic circle. Very cool. And but I lived in Lachine, and Dorval was just up the road. And if you were going down Dorval or down the highway, and you got to Dorval, you would go to your right to go into the circle, and then down underneath 3 or 4 layers of railway tracks that were on top of you, up the other side, and then over, and you could get to Côte de Liesse or go to the airport. Right? It was really cool because the airport was right there. Dorval Airport, still very much a used one, right? So a guy's on his way to work one day, a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. And what you got to know is that those trestles that go across the trains, or go across the extension, that let the trains go from one hill to another. And so they had the underpass. They go about, the most is like 2 tracks at the most. And then they got this steel girder thing that holds it in place, right? It's got little knobs on it. It's only about this high off the ground. And we used to run along on those and hold on to the side of the trains in Smiths Falls. But anyway, I digress. Here it is. It's early in the morning. And there's three of those going along, right? So there's gaps. There's two gaps anyway, where if you were to take a train linkage, the way they join up, forget what that's called. If one of those was ever to fall off a train and bounce up off the ground because the train was in movement, because then it hit something, a tie or something, and that made it go up enough that it got over to the side of the metal piece that was about this wide, and then there's a distance between that and the next bridge. It turned itself in such a way, the only way that it could ever possibly fall through, right? And it landed on the guy's lap on the way to work a little after 8 o'clock in the morning. And it taught me it doesn't matter how much you try to avoid it, when it's your time, you're going, right? Thank God for him it was quick, but I can't imagine what was going through his mind. Like, what? A coupling. That's what it is. Coupling. Yeah. Full-size coupling went up. It's like, theoretically, it is, you know, the odds against it are pretty good. It appears it happened. Anyway, enough of horror stories. Play us some wonderful music and lull us with this. And then we'll get into some, are going to be some good growling?
Well, yeah, for my first song, it's going to be a similar style with Disturbed's Sound of Silence.
Wow,
And then,
I'm anxious for that one.
For the second song, it's called Absolute. And Tim, I'm going to want that to be played a little softly, because it's a style that I want to sing similar to how I did when I was in big trouble back. But yeah, so. All right, cool.
Okay,
So,
Jarvis. Jarvis has been coming around for years. Every so while it takes a break, it comes back.
in high school.
Yeah.
And yeah, here I am at double the age pretty much since I started.
Hey, you're old now.
Yeah.
Just like us.
Maybe not that old yet. Oh wait, Lord Jevity John says he's had a 25th birthday, but yeah, only 3. All right, so get going with this. I recently took off the stickers that denoted which, so I don't know which notes I'm hitting anymore. So there's certain notes I like to end on. And so yeah, and this Disturbed's version of Sound of Silence. It's playing, but I'm not hearing any sound yet. is.
No, I'm here. Sorry, I had to run and check the thing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't see anything coming in. Oh, do I?
Oh, there it goes.
Volume. Oh, there it is.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again. Because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp. When my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night and touched the sound of silence. And in the naked light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking. People hearing without listening. People writing songs that voices never shared. And no one dared disturb the sound of silence. Fool said I, you do not know. Silence like a cancer grows. Hear my words that I might teach you. Take my arms that I might reach you. But my words, like silent raindrops, fell and echoed the wells of silence. And the people bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. And the sign flashed out in its warning, and the words that it was for me. And the sign said the words of the prophets are written on the subway walls and the tenement halls, and whispered in the sound of silence.
A little short, but all right. And so, yeah, this next one, it's got quite the hard sound to it, but hopefully that doesn't distract me from the way I want to sing it tonight. So, yeah, I've turned down the volume on my phone too, so, yeah.
I've tried to hide it, but I can't sleep at night. Everything I think about makes me feel like a version of myself. They tell their lies, and we all synchronize. Look to the sky, because
'cause it's almost over. We want the truth, give us the absolute. We need your help, 'cause we've got nothing. We want the truth, give us the absolute. We need your help, 'cause we've got nothing left to lose. I know we've tried this thing a million times, but put me on, 'cause I'm on fire. Don't talk if you aren't gonna tell me the truth. Don't tell me you know you've got everything under control. We can't have it all, but we can break the fall. This time I'm letting go, 'cause I can't take it anymore. We want the truth, give us the absolute. We need your help, 'cause we've got nothing. We want the truth, give us the absolute. We need your help, 'cause we've got nothing left to lose. And I know we've tried this thing a million times, but put me out, 'cause I'm on fire. Wait till the ball breaks, see how it all shakes. Who's gonna be around? Who's gonna hear the sound? Wait till smoke clears, who's gonna volunteer? Stand it if you're gonna stand, everybody's here. And take what you're gonna take, make what you wanna make. And say what you're gonna say, and break if you're gonna break. We want the truth, give us the absolute. We need your help, 'cause we've got nothing left to lose. I know we've tried this thing a million times, but put me on, 'cause I'm on fire. We want the truth. We need your help. I know we've tried this thing a million times, but put me on, 'cause I'm on fire.
Thank you. I sang that song in the way I did back. This was over 10 years ago, and sitting on the second floor in the hospital, just having given up on myself. I just didn't have the strength to take care of myself anymore at that point, and I got the help that I needed, and that's why I'm still here today.
Way to go, way to go. Yeah. So ends another another Duncan Showroom dress rehearsal Tuesday. Very exciting. Took up a whole evening. It's really good. It's 11:30. My goodness. 11:30. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are keeping me up late. You know. Well, tomorrow early in the day, a whole bunch of programs show up. Yeah, 20,000 of them. Well, tomorrow I'm going to rearrange where they go, how we do it. It's going to be fun. If you're around and you're going somewhere tomorrow and you think, anyone who's watching too, if you think you want to take a bundle of 50 and distribute them, please do. Just make sure they get to people, right? They do cost us money, and a lot of people are very, very much waiting to have them because they can circle off what they're going to be doing. We did have one complaint a couple years ago. Lorna Lawson. Yeah, she put in a formal complaint that it was about the third week in, and her laundry was piling up, the dishes were in the sink. And she was missing a lot of this home, the garden was going to hell. So I just told her to get up earlier. Yeah. So anyway, it's a fun time coming up. This is our last one till August. If any of the performers want to go down and do a solo show or a single show, one song during the 39 days of July, the 2nd, the 16th, and the 3rd, the 16th and the, I believe that, yeah, the 30th are all the Wednesdays at 3 o'clock where you can sign up and come down and do a show. But I'm going to limit it to one person, like one show during the summer, because there's a lot of young people that want to get up and do it. We want to make sure those other people get an opportunity. Encourage them. If you know any young kid who wants to get up, it's kind of neat to watch them do it for the first time and realize that entertaining is a lot of fun. So for now, good night, everybody. Take care. Thanks for everyone who performed tonight. Thanks, Dr. Ted.
I've been around the world, had my pick of any girl. You'd think I'd be happy, but I'm not. Everybody knows my name, but it's just a crazy game. Whoa, it's lonely at the top. Listen to the band, they're playing just for me. Listen to the people paying just for me. All the applause and all the praise and all the money that I have made. Whoa, it's lonely at the top.
got a little slice of heaven in my bed tonight, and he's running ringed fingers through my hair. He wakes me up in the middle of the night with a hold around my hips, pulling me closer just to be there. In the moment, there's not a soul could take my gaze from all the folds within his face, and I drink it all in. Got a little slice of heaven in my head tonight, and he's keeping me up too late again. I know I'll see him in the morning, but I just can't help but miss the way he nestles into my skin. In the morning, the sun shines in to kiss my face, and I can't help but think of his, and I drink it all in. A perfect world, you wouldn't have to leave, wouldn't have to leave, but you do. Got a little slice of heaven at the door, waiting in the cold for me to let him in. I've never seen a bigger smile, it made the falling snow look gray, and I threw my giddy arms around him. In the cold December wind, we melt the snow upon our skin, and in the moment, I drank it all. In a perfect world, you wouldn't have to leave, wouldn't have to leave, but you do, and you've got my heart, so keep it safe. When you go, take my heart, but keep it safe. I've got a little slice of heaven over there, and he's crazy, but I'd love to call him mine. I'd love to call him mine. Love to call him mine.